Welcome to Citrus College and to the Office 260 Computer Applications, Computer Keyboarding and Document Processing course. My name is Dr. James, and this is an orientation video so you can begin taking this online class. Now, do note this class is taught on campus and online. You will pretty much be doing the same thing as we would normally do on campus. You will have practice assignments that you are going to need to do at home. You should be using a laptop or a desktop. If you are using a laptop, please put it on the table so you will be setting it correctly and be in the correct format to be keying in. If you're using a desktop, please make sure you have an ergonomic chair because that's better for you and your health in doing so. We're going to begin with going to Canvas. Canvas is the learning management system that we have set up for Citrus College. And through Canvas is where you're going to access GDP, which is McGraw-Hill's program for keyboarding. So the first thing you need to do is to get onto Canvas. So you go to this ellipsis to the right. You can either go to mycitruscollege.edu and click on Canvas, or you can click on Canvas at this point. Now you do need to put your username in. Your username for Canvas is the first 3 letters of your first name, all of your last name, 3 numbers. That comes from your Citrus College email address. So you use your email address up to the number. Your password is capital C, lowercase c, and your wingspan number, the first 6 digits. So please make sure you log on Canvas correctly. Again, that is the first 3 digits of your first name, all of your last name, and 3 numbers, as well as capital C, lowercase c, and the 6-digit wingspan numbers. Then you're going to get to your dashboard. The dashboard is where you're going to find your class. So I'm going to scroll down and find our computer keyboarding class. And it says GDP. To the left, you're going to find where your account information, dashboard, you're going to have our list of courses, a calendar of your due date assignments, and an inbox in which you can write email. So you can use that to send email to myself as well as to students in the course. So do go to inbox, and of course if you go to the inbox, if I go to mine, you're going to see a leaf here or a compose. This is where you compose your message. But we're not going to do that at this point. What we're going to do is to go into our keyboarding class. So let me go back so I can go to the keyboarding class. I'm going to click on the link. When I click on this link, it's going to take me to the desktop. On the desktop, you're going to find quite a bit of information. Here, you have orientation word processing, how to use GDP, some proofreading tips. Right here is where you can access GDP. You have your student user guide, frequently asked questions, student services, course information, an overview of GDP, language arts, and information about the 12-second sprints. You do want to read the syllabus. The syllabus is a contract for the course. It tells you everything that is required. So do open the syllabus, do read through it. You do have to have Microsoft Word in order to read the syllabus, as well as you need Microsoft Word for the document processing portion of the course. And so we enable the editing. Gives you all the information regarding the class when I'm available. As well, since it's online, you can contact me on Tuesdays evenings. That's the time I will just keep my computer open to answer any questions. So go through the syllabus, the objectives, but what is important is really here. The textbook, which has the assessment registration, GDP, as well as the textbook, and this is the grading. You have your production and assignments and techniques. We have daily time writings you'll be taking. You have your document processing that you'll complete. You have unit tests and your final, and you have quizzes and attendance. So please go through the syllabus so that you know the requirements and the grading scale and everything you need for this course. This is a list of the assignments weekly, so you'll know what you need to do. All right, you have your quizzes here, and scroll down. Week 1 assignments. It says due February 25th. You want to make sure you get them on time or done on time. And on week 1, it will tell you complete lessons 1 through 4 with no more than 5 errors. 1 error less on time writings. So just make sure you do that. And you'll find all of your assignments listed and what should be done under each week. When you have to take a quiz, it lets you know when the quiz is available. The first quiz is going to be March 4th. All right, and it shows on my end. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to backtrack just a little. And I'm going to change to your view, student view, so you can see exactly what I have. Everything should match other than the specifics for the course. So you have your quizzes here. And on your quizzes, those are the 4 quizzes you need to take. If you go to modules, this is where you could also go in and see information regarding all of the assignments. And so if you scroll down, each one of them are there. And any updates, course information, course policies, student services at Citrus College. So I'm going to backtrack to my home page, and I want to go into the keyboarding program so you'll know exactly what you need to do. So we are going to click right here on the keyboard. When we click on the keyboard, it'll allow us to log in. When you log in, since this is your first time, you have to say, I have a code or needed courtesy access. So if you have the textbook from Citrus College, which I suggest you do, you want to buy the textbook from us because your code is in there. You will say, yes, I attend Citrus College, and go to next. Do you already have a username? If you don't, which most of you don't because you're beginning for the first time, you'll say no, and you'll go to next. Then it's going to ask you to go through the policy, and you're going to check and agree to do it. So you can read through it if you like, and go to next. Then you're going to select Spring 18. All right, I probably need to remove the other one so you won't choose that particular one because that will be wrong. So I would need to remove that. But select Spring 18, keyboarding, and then go to next. You will see it at the bottom. So let me move this down so you can see there is a next button. Then, of course, if you don't have a registration code, you're going to say, check this box for 14-day courtesy access, and go to next. Then you're going to put your first name in, type in your last name, you're going to put in your email. So let's see, what email do I want to use? I would suggest you use the Citrus College email address. Do put your student ID in. Well, that's because I'm already in. Put a username in. And then, of course, put a password in. And you want to repeat that password. Once you've done that and confirmed the password, and apparently I did something wrong, so let's make sure I do it right. And now I can go to next. Well, I guess I have to put an ID number. Go to next. Once you do that, then it's going to set up an account for you. So now it tells me I have successfully set up my account. Your email should be there, and it's a courtesy account. In 14 days now, you do have to get that code, and you have to register with that code. All right, so now you want to go in. And you want to log in. All right, you're going to continue with your courtesy access. Now, when this comes up, you're going to see at the top you have an info bar. This is your info bar here where it says options. You want to go to options and allow the pop-ups. You want to go ahead and make sure, and you'll say allow. You should now get into the GDP program. So you're going to begin with Unit 1. You're going to begin with Lesson 1. And this is an interactive course, so if you have your sound turned on, you'll be able to hear as they talk to you. If you do not want to disturb your family, just put headphones in and just read what it says. It says you're going to click the button. So if you go and we'll look down at the bottom, there is a next button. So once you go through one part, you'll click on next. And then, of course, you're learning the home row. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so you can see. You place your keys on the home row keys. Make sure there's a space between your F and J, and you'll find a little line on your keyboard so you know you're on F and J. G and H should show. And then you go to next. And it's showing you the home row keys, so you just practice the home row keys. And go to next. And now it says let's practice. If you key something wrong, it'll let you know. So you'll hear that noise. So you want to take your time and key in what it says with the space bar. And as you see it, now when you get to the end, you press enter. That one arrow means enter one time. If you see two arrows, that means you're going to enter 2 times. So you're going to continue and key in all 4 lines, and then you're going to go to next. As you go to next, if you take a look here, it should put a check mark as you're going through. So you can see I looked at the position, I looked at the space bar and enter, and now I'm working with practice the home row keys. You're going to practice the F and J, D and K, and these are very short lessons. Now, what you're going to find is that under word building, you need your textbook. So there's nothing to key from at this point. So you will have to skip that section and do your 1 minute time, or even your 1 minute timing, because both of those you need your textbook. So it is important that you get textbook. So if you want to go through and practice all the lessons other than what's needed with the textbook, you can get through lessons 1 through 4, but get your textbook so you can do the other parts of the lesson. Because there is no, in this case for this program, ebook for you to key from. You just do each one of the assignments and just continue to go through. One thing with the time writings, there's no backspacing. So when you do take the back key in the time writing, don't use the backspace key. But you can use it to correct throughout the rest of the course. So I'm going to close out the GDP program. And of course, this is where you will log in. I'm going to go back to where we were, of course, where all the assignments are. The only grades you will find will be in GDP. You're not going to find grades in the grade book for Canvas. If you have any questions or problems, you can always email me. So this should get you started with the course. Please go ahead and purchase the textbook so you can key from the textbooks, the items. And then, of course, read the instructions, because the instructions will tell you step by step what you need to do. I will be sending a video a little bit later for the course when you begin the document processing, so you'll know how to set that up and submit your documents for the document processing. Good luck and have a wonderful time in this course.